There's something wonderful where the land and sea come together.
You have the beach, you walk down and go boogie boarding or surfing, you can lay out on the sand.
Wouldn't want to live here.
You just kind of slow down a little bit.
There's an energy, there's a natural invitation to be outside.
So this is a destination, and when you come here, you're going to be here to live, work, and play.
We have always felt the pull of the ocean. The coastal mix of both natural and modern worlds is a beacon to travelers, trade, and explorers, shaping beach culture into something exotic and vibrant. Here in Redondo Beach, California, a lasting connection to the sea allows both visitors and residents to enjoy the alluring beach lifestyle.
Most people would want to live near an ocean. That's where the highest property values are. That's where people go on vacation. And you know, when you look out at the ocean, there's just nobody there, and that's what makes it peaceful.
Well, generally speaking, I think it's now approaching a quarter of the world's population lives in coastal communities. So it's a human thing throughout the world that people want to live near the water or ocean.
It gives everybody a mental break. I know I moved here 20 years ago, and the big draw was being here at the water, and I think everybody's got a little bit of that internal pull in them.
In the early 20th century, cities like Redondo Beach distinguished themselves not only as hubs of commerce, but also as viable tourist destinations. Henry Huntington's original concept of Redondo Beach as a destination was a major catalyst in bringing the beach to the American people. The growing popularity of water sports, especially surfing, also contributed to this allure.
When my dad and uncle grew up on a farm in Missouri, in Boonville, Missouri, they had a pond on the farm, and they spent countless amount of hours in the water. They invented the wetsuit as we know it today, and they grew up living their passion, you know, and turned their passion into a business.
Today, Redondo Beach encapsulates the very essence of a modern beach community. While water sports remain popular, others visit Redondo for the atmosphere, the food, and for the incredible amenities offered by a variety of seaside establishments and hotels.
This community is unique because it sits in the middle of a very stressful Los Angeles County. There's 11 million people here, and people are living very fast, and a lot of pressure on income, a lot of pressure for the kids to do well.
I think when you talk about Redondo Beach as compared to maybe our neighboring cities, especially the beach cities, we have a nice mix of industry as well as the smaller businesses. So, you know, it's a nice mix of businesses that can actually support each other. So it's really like an ecosystem, I like to call it. And the more diversity in businesses you have to support each other and the needs of the people living in the community, the better. And because you have a pretty sizable population in Redondo Beach, there's lots of opportunity to serve the people who are here.
In recent years, Redondo Beach has placed an emphasis on the natural environment that has made it a tourist destination for over a century. In tandem with efforts to promote a more sustainable lifestyle, Redondo Beach continues to find a balance between modernization and preservation and seeks to continue providing an eco-friendly environment for visitors.
About 5 years ago, we set off to see if we could reverse engineer health into this community in a way that you see it in other communities in the world. It's called the Blue Zones work. And so we just did so many different things, from getting hundreds and thousands of kids now to walk to school in the morning. It seems so natural, but reverse engineering that back into what we do. More movement once they get to school. Programs for their parents once they get to work. We've got over 100 employers involved in what we do. Events to bring the community closer together, because I think there's a certain level of alienation that happens in urban cultures where people don't know their next door neighbor.
We have everything from Artesia Boulevard, the far north part of Redondo, with tons of restaurants. We have the harbor here, which while we're renovating it, is still many restaurants and places to hang out. And then on far south Redondo is the Riviera Village. And it's beautiful shops and restaurants and walkable streets.
There's a lot of things that you can do here. You can go sailing, you can charter a sailboat, you can go on a sailboat as a charter, you can go diving, you can go surfing, you can go boogie boarding, you can go lay on the beach, you can go bike riding along the beach. There's all kinds of things to do here.
To learn more about your visit to Redondo Beach, go to visitredondo.com.